Hi, I'm Rick Morton and welcome to Profiles for the 1998 Summer BBSI in Las Vegas, coming to you from one of the most beautiful places on earth. We are at the Westin Rio Mar Beach Resort in Puerto Rico, and what a beautiful place this is. We have come to Puerto Rico to introduce you to the people at the ICSA, the International Chain Salon Association. They are having a meeting in downtown San Juan, about 20 miles from here. But we are out here where the sun is gorgeous, the water is crystal clear and blue. It is a gorgeous day, and we're at one of the prettiest places that we've been in the last 15 years doing profiles. Here's a look at what's coming up on this edition of Profiles for 1998. Beautiful fountain here. They're all over the city. We're in the old San Juan. You got 950 people here. Sugar business had grown, exporting all that plus Heidi Rauen with Profiles updates, and we'll bring you back here to the Westin Rio Mar Beach Resort and show you around 480 of the prettiest acres you've ever seen. So let's get started with Profiles for 1998. Leland.
How you doing, Rick?
You're not late.
I'm not. I'm glad I'm
you're
not
late. I was
hate
probably
to be late.
early. No, I mean, you guys, I know you kind of just hang out, party all night.
No, those are the old days.
I'm real excited to be here because I understand that you've got like a whole new facility in there. You've expanded this place 3 times since the last time. You got how many people? 90?
No, not
120?
90. No, internally 60 and about 100 out in the field.
60 people. When did you introduce Texture Line? 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
60 people. It's not like you're growing or anything, is it? I'm excited to be here because I know you got a new product line to show us.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
New lab facility to show us.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. Let's go. All right.
Okay.
I think this is really cool. What a beautiful day it is here. Nice building.
Wonderful.
Beautiful
Sunny.
day. Sunny, great. I like the signage on your building. It's great. Leland, we have 2 policemen here.
Yeah.
We have 2 security guards. What's the deal? What's happening here?
This is when you this is what happens when you hire the suits.
What?
I'm sorry, I can't let you pass.
You can't let me pass? Leland, this is
Anything
Leland
you guys
Hirsch.
do here?
Yeah, I need identification badges, please.
I don't have security
This
badges.
is Leland Hirsch. She owns the company.
I need a security.
This is
I need to see a
Artec.
security
This is
badge
Mr.
before-
Artec.
Sorry, we have been told that we cannot let anyone pass without seeing security badges.
Artec Systems Security Pass. What is this?
We hire our CFO.
Right.
Okay, he's from Deloitte Touche. He's very, very security conscious. About, what was it, 5 years ago, everybody started knocking off 22 companies, knocked off our color shampoo.
The color shampoo.
Yeah. Today, our advertising, people are copying a lot of things in our advertising out there. So I guess he's very security conscious. Guys, listen, do me a favor. Could you just call Mr.
This is a
Lerner
joke,
and tell
right?
him I'm out here, because this is really upsetting me.
Hold on one second,
Okay.
please. Mr. Lerner, this is Keith at the front gate.
You know what it is, too?
Thought you were more important than this,
I have
Leland.
2 gentlemen here.
You know what it
Your
is, too?
names?
Leland Hirsch, Rick Morton.
I have a Mr. Morton and a Mr. Hirsch here. They would like to gain access to the premises. Should I let them pass?
Shall I let them pass?
Okay,
Leland.
gentlemen, go on through.
Okay,
Sorry for the
thanks.
inconvenience.
That's all right.
Well,
You got to do your
okay,
job.
guys.
We appreciate it. But remember me for next time.
I think it's great that security is so tight, Leland, but aren't you a little bit over the top here? Leland, I don't know. I mean, you know, I know you're growing and all that kind of stuff. Oh my God. What is this?
Hey, guys. This
You
is
know
us.
these guys?
Yeah, these are the security guys.
Okay.
too. This is Frank and this is James. This
So
is my
we can
friend
go
Rick.
in then, right?
Yeah, we can go in.
Hi, Leland. How are you?
Harvey, this is Harvey Lerner.
Hi, Harvey. Good to meet you.
Same here.
Okay, I mean, I think you're taking it too far. You know, when I walk in here in the morning and come to work, first of all, can we keep the same guys here all the time?
We couldn't
It's embarrassing.
get in. We couldn't get in.
It's embarrassing.
I understand
And
that.
now these guys are here today. I told you we're filming today. It's okay.
I understand that, but we've got to keep a group here so that they can continue to maintain the security that we need, especially when we're launching a new line. It's imperative.
Leland,
You
it's
know
only
all the-
shampoo.
That's what I keep telling them. Harvey, it's
That's
only
what they
shampoo.
all say. But everybody's looking to knock off our product, get our R&D and formulas and everything else. We
He
can't do
takes
it.
it too far.
Okay.
That's what happens when
Okay,
you bring
so,
the suit
right.
in.
So we can go in now, though, right?
Financial suits.
All right, you know.
Harvey, can I get in now?
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rick, I can get in, I know. But can I bring
Yeah,
Rick in?
yeah,
It's getting
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay?
let's go.
Okay.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys need a badge. Remember
So
that?
give him his badge.
Okay. We'll give him the
Please.
badge, but you got to
Please,
maintain. Leland, you too need a badge.
Security pass.
I didn't bring my badge in this morning, and the guy stopped me, and
Yes.
I think you're taking it too far. Is this what you guys used to do at Deloitte?
Absolutely.
Okay, can we go now? Thank you,
Okay,
guys.
thanks, guys.
Okay.
James, thank you.
Thank you.
Frank, thank you.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Want to
Leland.
go this way? Okay.
This is, I think it's great that, you know, you're doing all this, but I mean, it gets to a point where you got to say enough is enough,
Yeah.
right? Let's look at this great display of products here. Let's start here, get down to business for just a minute or two, right? This really is what started the whole thing for you,
Yep.
right? Your idea to make a color shampoo,
Yes.
which changed the face of the industry, created a new product category, went from there. What do you think now you look back on this?
Well, it wasn't about just color shampoo. It was about how you use it. And we did the education. We came out with mixing of color shampoos where you can custom formulate it, match it to the client's hair the day they do their color so they don't lose tone. We didn't just put it on shelves and walk away. And 22 companies came out with it, and there's nobody left, to my knowledge, out in the market today.
Why
but
didn't they
us.
succeed? Why didn't the other companies succeed with color shampoo when you'd basically shown everybody how to do it?
Well, I'm a hair colorist, and I'm a hairdresser. And it's very, very important to do education. And we did the education. That's what we did, salon by salon.
Okay, this was the start.
This was the start.
Let's back up.
Okay.
Because what's really kind of taken off in the industry is texture line. And I remember when we first talked and you said, I think, you know, we're going to have maybe 5, maybe 6 products, and it's going to just be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Turns out, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
It's been pretty amazing.
Texture line. You talk about being copied, right? These guys are still here. Anyway, Nightline, ABC,
Money line, CNN,
Moneyline, CNN, Blue Line Hockey Team,
online,
online computers.
texture line.
The whole world is copying
Texture
it,
line,
Leland. What's the plan for this? I mean, we look at this line and we look at these products, the shampoo, your great styling products you've had. I mean, this whole look of texture line has become iconic in the beauty industry. I mean, this is now seen on more beauty salon shelves than we ever thought it would.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know, honestly.
we've been pretty blessed. We really have.
What are you going to do with this line? Where's it going from here? Like, what's in your head now with texture line?
Texture line now is going to stay very, very sales and marketing, promotionally orientated. We want to get the salons thinking the department store approach to retailing, not just facings on the shelf. That's done. That's evolved in a big way. What we want to see is retail tables, great displays, and imagery that is relative to a department store. We want the salon to think fashion and beauty and look like walking into a major, major national, international department store.
Leland, what do you hear from distributors about texture line? What is it that they like about this line of products?
The great thing is when hairdressers tell you they love the product and they tell sales consultants they love the product, and the usage is there for the consultant and the distributor, and that's what we're interested in, putting the quality in the product. As hairdressers, we know how to test product, we know how to make product.
You know, Leland, if you are known for anything, it's hair color. This would be some really, really big hair color chart here.
Yes.
Obviously, people doing some strange things.
Yes.
What's the deal here?
This is top secret.
You're releasing hair color?
Not now, but it is top
Come on,
secret.
tell me about it.
No, that we can't tell you.
You can't tell me.
No.
You are coming out with a hair color?
We are coming out with a hair
It's
color.
going to be called.
a different hair color.
It's going to be called a different hair color. It's going to be called Artec, a different hair color.
It's going to be called, it's not going to be a typical hair color. It's going to be a simple hair color. It'll be the best hair color. I can promise you that. I
And-
can promise you all it will be the best hair color.
Leland, this would be Marines and Dobermans. I just want to see the lab.
This is art and this is tech.
I just want to see the lab.
We're going to get you into the lab.
I'm not going through those guys.
This is our CFO again. See, the Dobies is one thing. You know?
Uh-huh.
I mean, when he does that, he spends money on security, I don't mind. But he always takes it too far. He brought in the Marines.
Yeah.
And that was taking it too far.
It's only shampoo
It's only shampoo.
Hair color.
And conditioner.
and conditioner.
But
right?
hair color is a different thing. When it comes to hair color,
Yeah, right.
the security we have here, and also our new spa line, okay, because of the essential oils, aromatherapy that we've been working on, the new line extension of texture line, body product,
We'll
we'll
talk about that.
later. But these guys are here to make sure that no one goes into the lab and
Just slightly.
trade secrets.
Just slightly over the top, Leland. little. How do we get in now?
As long as you have
Oh, my
your
security,
security pass, no problem.
No problem.
If you walk around this building without your security pass, now they won't go for your neck.
No.
The foot.
Oh, I thought you were going someplace else, Liam. Can you get these? So as long as you have the badge. Good dog.
Thanks, guys.
Nice dog.
Thanks.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah,
It
they're
worked.
trained. They're
You
trained
are
good.
amazing,
Art
Leland.
and tech, trained
Art
good.
and tech.
Yeah, absolutely.
Leland, I'm amazed by the growth of this place because in just a couple of years, you've increased your facility to what, 300%, something like that?
Yeah, more than
Amazing.
that actually. Yeah.
This is a brand new lab facility?
Brand new.
Brand new.
Stainless steel.
Oh, I noticed that. Now, what will you do here? You'll do obviously R&D. You'll do
R&D, hair color
testing.
development,
Testing here?
testing. We don't test on animals in
No.
this company,
No.
and we don't test on live human beings.
Well, that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah.
What else? What do you?
You know, we do test on diverters, though.
Diverters.
Yes, we do test on
I think I
diverters.
saw one just go by.
Is that a diverter?
Let me ask you about this. Let's go down here, Rob. If you can follow us here, because you're doing a lot of. I mean, we joke about the security aspect of it, but for you to develop a hair color must be a very difficult task to keep it under wraps and not let people know
Well, that's why the security.
what it is you're doing. Has that been important?
Very important. Our research doctors and chemists are working on some really, really serious new developments in hair color that's really going to turn the hairdresser on, really going to get the sales consultants motivated, and we really feel we're going to make a great entry into professional hair coloring for the hairstylist and the super colorist. Not just one, not just the other, for all segments of our industry.
Surprised by the success you've had in 2 years with this line? So fast?
I wouldn't say surprised. I would more say the word is blessed. It's, we work very hard. We worked hard for it. Michael, myself, our children, our staff. We have great people who work for the company. I think great companies are about great people. And we have some great people that work at Artec that are very committed to the culture and ideology of building the next great professional product company in the beauty business.
Leland, let's talk about this stuff that you've got sitting over here, which is just beautiful. And it looks like texture line, but it's got 3 letters in front of it, SPA, which would be spa line. And these are the products. Let's look at those. You've got 4 initially, plus we've got a little lip conditioner here. What made you choose the products that you chose?
Well, these are the big selling products, the washes. Texture Line now has a line extension of body care, bath and body products, but the big sellers. We have 2 body washes. Now these are all made with essential oils. We have invigorating, we have relaxing, and next we have the soothing body lotion, and then we have the refreshing body spray. All with essential oils, all with very high aromas, all that create a bathroom experience.
Leland, I want to ask you about this because this, I think, is extremely unique, something I've never seen in the industry. This looks like it's a mock-up of a display, but it's a display for paquettes.
Yes.
New concept for you.
Absolutely. Well, it's a new concept for everybody, for the beauty business. We're going to be doing sampling on bath and body, on the gels, on the lotions, body washes. And we are doing these little consumer displays, and they will be in color. They love Texture Line. They use it on their station. They're retailing it. And now they'll be able to have the body version of Texture Line for themselves and for their own spa home environment, and also to sell to their clients. And that's why sampling is such an important part of this. Merchandising is such an important part of this. Consumer materials that work as merchandising aids and shelf talkers. So we're taking it real seriously. We're not just giving the distributors product to put on shelves in salons. We're working on the sell-through to make sure the repeat is there.
What do you want distributors to know, Leland? I mean, you've got a big success with Texture Line, obviously a huge success with Artec. It kind of puts you on the map, so to speak, in the manufacturing business. Now the new spa line. What's your message? What do you think distributors need to know about this company for the next couple of years down the line?
Well, we're looking to be the best company. We're looking to have fun. We're looking to do exciting new things, fresh things. We're looking, we're looking at the point of view of, by being fresh, by being new, by being on top of the game, what we're looking at is to be the largest company in professional products going into the future.
Going to happen?
Oh yeah, it's happening now. It's been quite an amazing 2 years.
Hi, I'm Heidi Rauen, back with another Profiles update. Spornette has long been the leader in the brush business, with such winners as the Magna Barrel and Silverado collections. Now, in response to professional hairstylist requests, Spornette is proud to present the Holy Roller collection. Spornette's Magna Barrel brushes feature nylon bristles which have the strength to penetrate any density of hair, which means brushing out can be done with ease. Spornette's Silverado collection is a favorite when it comes to styling. Their boar bristles pick up hair strands easily, making styling a snap. Spornette is proud to introduce a new collection to their brush family, the Holy Roller collection. This new collection builds upon the strength of the Magna and Silverado barrel brushes by adding a bunch of small openings to improve airflow and hasten drying and styling time. The Holy Rollers are available in an attractive 6-brush display featuring 3 each of 2 diameters of boar bristle rounders or 3 each of 2 diameters of nylon bristles. Spornette, brushes designed to work. Stop by and visit Spornette's booth and selling rooms on the convention floor. And now, back to Rick with more Profiles.
You know, for a lot of you watching Profiles, golf is your life. Paul here is golf is his life as well, because he is the head golf pro at the Westin Rio Mar Resort. He's got probably the job of a lifetime. Did you always want to be a golf pro at a beautiful tropical Caribbean resort?
I always wanted to be a golf pro, but beautiful tropical Caribbean resort is a new one for me. It was actually pretty good. I stumbled upon it, and I love being here, and it's great to see the people come in. And people on vacation are always happy for the most part, and it's great to deal with the people day in and day out like that.
Well, a lot of people, obviously, certainly in our industry, play golf. A lot of people that come to a resort like this come because they want to have a lot of golf, a lot of sports, a lot of activities. Do you find that a lot of people spend a great portion of their time at a resort like this playing golf or learning to play golf? Does that happen too?
Yeah, for the most part, most of the people like to play in the morning and either take lessons in the morning or play golf in the morning. And then since the beach is right there, they'll go to the beach in the afternoon, maybe take the family out there. If they're with a convention, they'll hang around with the people that are in the convention. So it works out great for both areas. And if they get up in the morning and want to go to the beach, then they come to the golf course in the afternoon. So it leaves a lot to be desired for everybody that wants to come down here.
Your favorite course?
My favorite course in the world or on the island?
Okay, on the island.
On the island is the ocean course behind us. It's a classic golf course, elevated greens, deep bunkers, and you can score well out there if you think your way around the course.
As opposed to hitting your way around the course.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is what I would do. I mean, I'm such a strong player, I just have to hit, not think. Yeah, right. From the horse's mouth, as they say, the man that knows it all. This is certainly a gorgeous place. 2 beautiful world-class golf courses, and this man has played them all. How many times a day?
Believe it or not, I don't play that much golf.
Don't you hate it? We'll be back with more Profiles from the Westin Rio Mar right after this. You don't play at all, huh?
I don't play.
It's time for another spotlight segment here on Profiles. This one a little bit different because we are down actually at a meeting in Los Angeles, undisclosed location. Not really. We're at the Wyndham Hotel. And with me is Tom Berger, a familiar face in our industry, and of course the vice president now of the International Cosmetology Expo, known already as the ICE show. What are we doing down here today? It's a very important meeting, yes?
We're meeting with all of the supporting major manufacturers and distributors to inform them of the benefits, the program, how it's laid out, how it's being put together, and how they will be an active part in making this success.
Tom, how important are the distributors to the success of this ICE program?
Well, the distributors and the manufacturers are key together, but the distributors are the ones who are out there spreading the word about the show and selling the tickets and it's key that they be well informed and willing to participate.
Some of the people you have here are manufacturer representatives, as well as distributor representatives, reps. Why is it that you need all of these people together? What is it you're trying to get from all of them?
Industry participation. The goal of the ICE shows is to bring the industry together, keeping the money from the programs and the shows and everything within the industry, working for the industry with industry programs.
A lot going on at this meeting today. What's the consensus? What are you feeling from the people you're talking to today about the ICE concept?
The founding distributors are very, very excited about the potential of this show from several reasons. This is a great showcase for the industry, and one of the plans is to invite every high school counselor in the state where the show is held to see the best the industry has to offer. We also are talking about having the guest artist teams do an open house for all the high school graduates so they can see again what the best the industry has. And then most importantly, BBSI is pledging 100% of the ticket sales to go to industry projects.
Mike, of course, responsible for everything we're seeing this year at the BBSI, but we want to talk to him specifically about the overall ICE program and what it is you're trying to put together. Tell us, from the BBSI membership standpoint, what's in it for them?
Well, this is really an industry initiative program. The ICE shows, which is International Cosmetology Expo, 100% of the revenue from the ticket sales will be going to industry projects. This is the PR committee's cosmetology campaign. We're trying to generate awareness in our industry for careers in cosmetology, and this is the program that the BBSI PR committee, which is chaired by Sidell Miller, has created along with CAF and AACS, who has donated scholarships to beauty schools. What we're doing as part of the ICE program to tie in there is, for instance, one of the shows, we're going to have one night where we invite guidance counselors from that region to come in as our guests, see some of the talent that we have in this industry, and take them on a guided tour of a show and what a career in cosmetology can do for a person, and highlight those successful people that are at this show.
John, what about this ICE program from a distributor standpoint? Obviously, you are the ones that are going to, number one, benefit. You're going to make it happen as well. What's in it for the distributor?
What's in it for the distributor is real simple. It's going to be the support of the industry. For so many years, distributors have tried to find ways to positively affect the hairdresser in their marketplace. Let's face it, everything we do with this program is going to stay within the industry, to promote the industry, to better the industry. And isn't that why we're all in it for? I mean, that's what it's all about. So this program, we have control of our destiny as an industry. And I think it's going to help promote the industry as a whole and get more hairdressers involved.
Tom, what is it that you hope to find out today from this group of people you have here that you didn't know yesterday? And how is that going to affect what you do in the future?
What we hope to find out is what they think we can do to make these show programs throughout the industry better. These people here today are for the Los Angeles show, and they are my committee. They're going to help me understand what it is that they want to see in a show and what they believe that their customers want to see in a show. So we're going to put our heads together and come up with what we believe is the premier show event in the industry.
We'll be back with more profiles right after this, but I wanted to introduce you to Julie here. She's walking around the convention floor with this newspaper. It's our Profiles newspaper, and you can recognize her because she's got this thing on her t-shirt that says Watch Profiles. She's also got our paper. She doesn't charge for it, so if she wants money, tell her it's supposed to be free. There's all kinds of interesting stories in the paper. There's all kinds of pictures. There's ads from some wonderful companies. It's great reading. We spent an hour and a half, sometimes as much as 2 hours writing this paper. We want you to read it. It's here on the convention floor. She's walking around with it. Find her, get one, take it home, read it twice. We'll be back with more profiles right after this. Did you read it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hi, I'm Kay Shaneman, back with another BBSI Minute. The ACE Grants Program is the first ever industry-wide effort to encourage highly motivated and qualified students to enter the world of cosmetology. The ACE program is sponsored by the American Association of Cosmetology Schools, the Cosmetology Advancement Foundation, and BBSI. There are over $3 million in scholarships available from participating AACS members. Starting this month, our exciting new Create ad campaign can be seen in major consumer publications, such as 17 and People magazines, as well as in industry trades, such as Modern, American, and Nail Pro. ACE grants are the first step toward a national consumer awareness campaign to raise the image of the professionally licensed cosmetologist. By supporting our International Cosmetology Expo, you are supporting our industry. Every dollar generated by the sale of ICE tickets will be spent on our industry. We will finally have the financial resources necessary to heighten positive public awareness and stimulate buying interest in our industry's products. Support the ACE program. Put one of our 10 cards in your locations. They're free. All you have to pay is the shipping. Stop by the BBSI booth to order yours today. I'll be back with another BBSI Minute later. And now, back to Rick and Profiles.
You know, they say that San Juan is a little bit of Spain dropped in the middle of the Caribbean, and I guess that's true. We're in old San Juan here. Beautiful cobblestone streets, narrow streets with beautiful architecture all over. It's just a great place, and later on we'll bring you back here to San Juan for a look at what's happening with the International Chain Salon Association, the ICSA. But first, let's go to Heidi and find out what's new with another Profiles update. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Heidi Rauen, back with another Profiles update. Salon Promotions is introducing a totally new concept in salon merchandising, and it's all built around these unique little pieces of plastic. Sandy Myers calls this system Visual Connections.
Visual Connections.
Hi, Rick.
Hi, Heidi. I wanted to come in here and do this because I've been talking to Sandy Meyer all day. She's called me like 4 times today saying, did you get it? Did you get it?
Do you get it?
I get it. This
Okay.
is such a neat little thing. We wanted to take a minute here, just kind of digress, because I want to make sure that they understand what this is. Look at this. It's a package of these plastic parts. I was going to ask her how much it cost. That's probably another issue. It's okay. Plastic parts, but look at what this does. You'll never guess, right?
Plastic piece.
Plastic piece.
Promo piece.
Promo piece. Any kind of promo piece. Could be a salon card. It could be a display piece from a manufacturer. You can take this, look at this, and just slide it in here. You see this? Like that. Just slide it in. Then you pick one. This one would be good. No,
Okay.
let's take this one. And you can take it and stick it in this little base here.
Oh, that's great.
And it becomes
That's great. And you can use it in different ways, right?
different ways. Look at these things. What do you suppose this is?
It looks like a little hook.
Yeah, well, you're close. If we take this little hook, peel this off, look at this. Put it on here. You take this. Let's take a banner.
Okay.
These are some little promo banners. See these little things like this? You get these from manufacturers. They have them in stores for salons. Take this little clip like this, put it in there. Take another one. Can you peel that off for me?
Okay.
Take another one. And put that on here like this. You can take this. I got to get it on there. Whoops, it's stuck to my. Here. You can
Stick
take
your
it.
fingers, Rick.
Take it on a window of the salon and stick it on like that.
Oh, that looks great.
Or, of course, you can also take it the other way and just spin this around and stick it so it faces the outside of the window. That's one thing you can do with it. These, the same thing, you can take this. These come off. They can stick on a mirror on a salon. You can take this thing like this and
Oh, that's really neat.
put that on. Look at that. Can you see that?
Great. So many different ways to use
A
all
lot
these
of
things.
ways to use it. It's really amazing. With this new system, salons can merchandise small banners and all kinds of things.
Header cards, tent cards, or shelf talkers.
There you go.
And it's a completely new way, and it's a fraction of the cost of more traditional display systems.
There you go. Sandy does great stuff here. Look at these. I love these. These are beautiful 4-color, what do you call these? These are the self-adhesive. See, they just go on glass like this.
Oh, that's great.
Aren't they beautiful? 4-color stuff. She does great work.
And the parts are all interchangeable too, so salons or stores can use the kit one way today and change it tomorrow. It's cost effective and it's fun. Salon Promotions is the only company with this unique display system, and you should be receiving samples in the mail if you haven't already.
Looks like this.
Okay. Call Sandy Myers at 612-926-7699 for more information about this new Visual Connections kit everyone's talking about.
Everyone's talking about it.
Everyone's
Every
talking
year.
about. From Salon Promotions.
That's true. Okay, this is cool. You want to play with it now? Tell them don't go away, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with more profiles.
Okay, now here, you can take this. It's kind of like Tinker Toys, you know? If you
I
take it,
know.
you put the long one in there. Take that one out, put the
Okay.
long one in.
So many different ways
I know,
to use
that's
these
right.
things.
Look at this little thing, this is a shelf. Hey, listen, don't go away, because when we come back here on Profiles, Marty Holmes, the president and CEO of Belvedere, Tom Tribus, the senior vice president marketing of Belvedere, and the man we affectionately called Mr. Bouvier. He brought the tubs over from Europe. Actually, this is Alain Juan, president of Bouvier, a company you're going to be hearing a lot about from Belvedere when we come back on Profiles. Don't go away. Bouvier?
Bouvier or Bouvier?
Bouvier. Son
As you
nom
say.
toi et l'importance en bidi.
No problem.
No problem.
As you like it.
You know, in all the years I've been coming to the International Beauty Show and shows all over the country, I keep running into David Libby. And the reason that is because David Libby has been coming to these shows probably longer than I have and is as involved as anyone can be. And you've got some new things you're doing. We should tell people that don't know what you do generally.
Well, the new philosophy for our custom fabrication and general contracting services is anything, anywhere.
Anything, anywhere. That's good. We're standing in front of the PIBS exhibit, of course, which is a good example of what you can do. But tell us what that means for the manufacturer. Anything, anywhere. What do you offer the manufacturer in addition to the AV services you always have offered?
Certainly. The basic core of services has always been high service, not necessarily the lowest price. This industry requires a lot of support and service, and we've fallen in love with the ability to design unique concepts. A lot of wonderful ideas, very creative people in the industry need help. Over our years, like you, Rick, traveling around the country, doing these shows over and over and over again, we've put together a tremendous alliance with many of the best of quality personnel to help us help them. So we're now offering our general contracting services, which much like you hire a general contractor when you build a house, now you can hire a general contractor when you build a show, an exhibit, anything you need, anywhere.
As an example, tell us what you did for Adirond's.
Well, they had an idea to come to the International Beauty Show New York. We started by negotiating their booth space for them with the IBS and securing a prominent location on a 3-year agreement, which was pleasing to them because they were budgeting everything over a 3-year from their international corporate headquarters in Tokyo. We then designed 3 different developmental stages in the overall booth structure, and these resolved down to 1. At that point, we also did model calls for them, filled in some wardrobe they needed for the show that their international artistic director was putting together. We then hired the lighting director from the Grammys, a producer from AT&T and Merritt's, put together an MC and model coordinating staff, backstage personnel, anything they needed for the complete event. Was able to budget it down to within their budget, and basically we went for it, and it's been great.
What about American Crew?
American Crew came to us with some parts, pieces of parts. Great concept, but they knew one show when their exhibit didn't show up that they might want to consider using Dalcom Services Trucking Company, and that is one of those elements that as a general contractor, by the way, anything you use in Dalcom, there's no additional percentages charged on or fees. That you get just like you always have at a great price with great service. But the additional things that we did was to build shelving, integrate all this into a very tight structure of casing. The American Crew exhibit last year did Barbarama tours all over the country, but also did 10 by 20 booths, 20 by 60 booths, and every gamut in between. There's literally over 20 different installations that can be done, and it was all cased so we could do them all at the same time and get only what we needed on our drayage bill.
Anything, anytime, for anybody.
That comes under the heading of Dalcom Services philosophy.
Right.
The best people doing the best work for the best customers.
Mark, tell me about working with David Libby and the people at Dalcom. What have they done for you here at the IBS?
Well, I'll tell you, coming into New York for the first time at the IBS, it was extremely nice to have Dalcom around. There was some areas that we needed some help in, and they were very accommodating. Everything ran fairly smoothly from the minute we've got here up to this point now, and I see why the the breakdown and the move out shouldn't go as smooth. We've worked with Delcom now for a couple years, and we've been quite happy with the treatment and with the technical advice and the way that everything's been handled. So I can say that we're very pleased with Delcom, and I'm sure that the relationship will carry on for years to come.
Great exhibit here at the IBS. You got some help from Dalcon. Tell me about what Dalcon Services does for your company.
Well, Dalcom's a great company. I mean, they've been doing all of our sound, all of our audio-visual work. They work great with my staff, with my show department. They're a very passionate group to work hard. They're very, very reliable, and they handle you in a very full-service way.
This man obviously knows more about doing this than anybody in the beauty industry. There is so much, as David said, I mean, this is an industry that's built on quality, that the show aspect has become more and more important, and the quality look of manufacturers at shows is more and more important, which is why more people, I guess, are going to Dalcom Services. The phone number they can reach you at?
1-800-HOT-SHOW.
Oh, that's pretty cool, 1-800-HOT-SHOW. The man even has an 800 number. What more could you hope for? David Libby, you'll see him running around the convention floor. He is at every show. He knows more about what you need to do than anybody in the industry. I'm sure he can help you. Look at what he's done here for some of the major players here at the International Beauty Show. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Rick.
We'll be back with more profiles right after this. Well, I am in Belvedere, Illinois, a little bit outside of Chicago, a city, by the way, spelled B-E-L-V-I-D-E-R-E, and this is spelled B-E-L-V-E-D, never mind, it's something we'll get into later on. But Belvedere, in case you didn't know it, for something like 70, 71 years has been the leading manufacturer of salon furnishings and salon design in the professional beauty industry, the beauty salon industry. Now with the introduction of Belvedere Spa 2000, they are set to take over the spa, destination spa, and day spa industry as well. We have come here to talk to Marty Holmes, the CEO, Tom Tribus, the Senior Vice President. We're going to show you some terrific equipment that they are bringing in from Europe called Bouvier. This is top-of-the-line stuff. You are going to be impressed, and this company can do it better than anybody. There's a lot to show you here, so let's get started here at Belvedere. In just a few minutes, we'll show you this beautiful new Bouvier Spa tub, part of the new Belvedere Spa 2000 line. And you'll meet Marketing Senior VP Tom Tribus, who gave me a personally guided tour around the beautiful Belvedere showroom, including the newest in wet tables and Vichy showers from Bouvier. And we'll show you around the huge manufacturing facility at Belvedere, the biggest in the industry. But let's start at the top with the man who's bringing the Spa 2000 line to Belvedere, Chairman and CEO Marty Holmes. Marty, let's take a minute to talk about this company because, you know, while in the beauty industry, the hair industry, of course, that we know and love, Belvedere is the name of names. I mean, you've been around, what, 1,700 years in this company, something like that?
Well, this is a 70-year-old company.
70-year-old company. The people that are in the spa business, the spa industry, a lot of companies may not be familiar with Belvedere. So let's talk for just a second about the history of this company. How did it start? How did it grow? How did you get to be the giant that you are now?
Well, Belvedere is a manufacturing company, and it started in the late 20s, porcelain enameling cast iron shampoo bowls, and that's how it got its start. By the mid-50s, it was a full-line manufacturer of products for hair salons. And over the ensuing years, we've expanded into new areas of manufacturing, and most recently into the spa area. We're calling this effort Spa 2000, Belvedere Spa 2000.
What is it you think it's important for a spa to understand, or a spa owner to understand about this company when they're out looking for equipment, when they're out looking for Vichy showers and tubs and things that they have to buy to build their spa business? What should they be looking for in a company?
Well, that's an easy answer because the spas themselves have provided that answer to me. These are expensive items, and they are highly engineered items. And like buying a car, occasionally things go wrong, and the spa owners I've talked to have been just at their wits' end because they cannot get technical service after the sale on these products. So one very important consideration when buying spa equipment is technical service after the sale.
Belvedere's long history of manufacturing puts them in a unique position in the spa industry. For Marty Holmes, experience in manufacturing is critical to their success with their spa customers.
Well, I think it is. I think we've talked about this before. The control of quality is critical in all of these products. And the speed with which you can get product to a customer is important. And when you are a manufacturer, you control those things. And you control the quality level in the product, and you control the quality level in the manufacturing process. So it's both, quality is both in the design engineering and in the carrying out of that design through the manufacturing process.
With Belvedere's experience in computer-aided design and creating unique salon and spa furnishings, the one thing you can be assured of with their new Spa 2000 line is that it is the highest quality. I asked Tom Triba, Senior VP of Sales and Marketing, to give us a look at some of the new Belvedere line.
This is it.
This is the tub. This is the Equinox, is that true?
Equinox from Bouvier.
And this will be the tub that you will be most familiar with very soon, because probably will be your biggest seller.
We
at least for the next couple of years. Huh? Let's start right away with the fact that this tub is so shiny and beautiful. Why is this surface different than what we're used to seeing?
It's acrylic.
As opposed to?
As opposed to fiberglass.
Why?
Well, basically the acrylic offers, in terms of hygienic reasons, the best reason from a hygiene standpoint is that it's bacteria repellent.
Very hard surface.
You know, very hard surface. The material acrylic is very hard. And you notice that acrylic is noted for not scratching or staining. Very easy to clean and disinfect after services have been provided. So we're very excited about having the only really acrylic hydrotherapy tub here in the United States.
Beautiful too. Let's talk about that, because that is
our digital console.
And Rob, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little pad here, very simple digital keypad that, correct me if I'm wrong, allows the esthetician to pre-program and control everything and walk away?
Right. The service provider will predetermine the number of zones that the client would go through in terms of the session.
Zones being the
zones.
Foot zone.
We actually have 5 zones that this cycles through. And you'll notice we have 144 jets.
Kind of neat in there.
Yeah, it is. It's anatomically correct.
Anatomically correct?
Anatomically
correct. So if I got
correct.
in, it would feel good.
This, you should try it.
All right, I'm going to get
Go ahead, Rick.
It looks so inviting. I'm just going to go ahead. You go ahead, continue to explain this stuff.
Well, and you notice that you have a foot bar here that's adjustable, either here or there.
This is very comfortable.
Well,
it molds. It molds to your body.
It does.
And it's not even filled with hot water.
Correct. And one of the things that you'll notice is that the 5 zones that this goes through, it'll go through your feet, your legs, your hips, your back, and then it ends up with your arms and shoulders. And this is all digitally done automatically from this console here.
How did you decide on Bouvier as the product to bring in? Because Belvedere has such a reputation in this country, what, 72 years worth or something like that. Obviously, you're not going to bring something into this country and sell to your customers that isn't the best. How'd you decide on this company?
Well, you know, that was one of the difficult things, because we looked at a number of potential partners to enter with us in particularly the water treatment area of the spa market. And as we went around and talked to a number of different companies, our standard for quality, for offering the best value for the price to our clients and for our distributors to sell as well was really foremost in our minds. And after we went through and talked to a number of potential partners, we found that Bouvier offered all of those ingredients and would really complement Belvedere better than anyone else that we talked to.
This is one of the most beautiful spas in the world. It's in Monte Carlo, and people come from around the world, spending thousands of dollars per day. The equipment is all Bouvier, the line now exclusively available from Belvedere Spa 2000. Donna Black and Michelle Mullner are interior designers and sales consultants for Belvedere. I asked them about getting into the spa business.
I think the spa market is a good merger with the salon market. I think they complement each other, and I think there's a lot of excitement there.
Michelle, what about this kind of equipment? I mean, this is pretty high-tech stuff.
It is.
It's different than, although beauty chair is pretty high-tech, but do you have to learn now a whole different genre of tools that you need to sell?
There's a little bit of learning involved. However, it does go hand in hand with the salons in that it's all about service. And so our customers are excited about learning about something new, and we get a lot of questions. And so it's a little bit of learning. However, it goes hand in hand with the salons.
Belvedere's exhibit at the Aesthetics and Spa Show was a real hit. This is where they premiered their new Belvedere Spa 2000 line. In case you didn't know, Belvedere has become the exclusive importer of Bouvier spa equipment. Bouvier is the #1 selling line in Europe. And I asked President Alain Juan why he chose to work with Belvedere.
Because I felt immediately when I met Marty Holmes and Tom Tribus, I felt immediately the quality of Belvedere, immediately. And I think that Bouvier and Belvedere, we were obliged to make a kind of wedding, you know, a business wedding. Because of their quality, because of our quality, we made together. And it was also a question of opportunity for us and for them. That's it.
Marty Holmes, of course, is what Belvedere is all about in the beauty industry, and now you're into the spa industry as well. Has this changed the way you're going to put your title on your cards? No longer King of Salon Furniture, now it's also spa stuff?
Isn't this exciting? We're here for the first time at the show and showing our new spa products. Very exciting.
What is it about the Bouvier line that you think is the most exciting part of this whole thing for you?
Well, the German manufacturing and quality has proven to be really a difference we've noticed in this industry. Plus, the color on the top of that tub has been, people love the ocean blue. It's a European color. You know, we think just of white almost in the esthetician business and the spa business here in the States. But I think the colors are going to come quickly from Europe.
What have you found out so far from estheticians that come through the booth and talk to you about spa equipment? This is your first experience with this. What's the feeling you're getting?
It's a new company for them. It's new products. It's manufactured. The massage tables and the facial tables, pedicure, manicure are manufactured here in the United States. And we've brought in the hydrotherapy tub and the Vichy shower from a French-German company. So they're excited to see the new product.
In addition to the beautiful Bouvier spa equipment, Belvedere is also offering salons and spas these incredible water sculptures. Belvedere has joined forces with creator Tori Swigel to bring these unique pieces of art into the beauty industry. We're standing in front of probably the neatest thing to come to the beauty industry in a long time. Your distributor's got to be going crazy for this. This is Tori's art, these beautiful fountains. Tell us about how this is going to fit into what you do.
Well, it's just going to be another part of the spa environment, and one of the ingredients is water, which is soothing and, you know, the harmony with the spa. This is what people have been looking for, and through Tori's association, we're going to be marketing the water sculptures through our distributors.
Tori, this is a first kind of foray into an industry like this for you. What did you notice when you got here to the beauty industry and you started seeing estheticians and cosmetologists? What do they say about your stuff?
Well, they all agree that it's a very, very soothing thing. Every spa, every salon, it's an addition to their look. Water's the most purest thing known to man, so everybody's really, really accepted it wholeheartedly.
Belvedere has him. You've got him.
We've got him. We're pleased to be associated with Tori.
It's going to be great because the spa business, of course, important now to the beauty supply company. Belvedere, important to the beauty supply company. What do you think this is going to do for your distributors?
Well, I think it's going to open up some new avenues for the distributors. As you know, the whole day spa phenomenon is just growing in popularity, and one of the key things that will give them an edge is to be able to sell the water sculptures, and we have such a variety, and we can customize water sculptures as well. So Tori is really innovative, and we work with Tori, and we're just pleased that the distributor can take advantage of this wonderful opportunity.
Whether it's the newest in designs like Tori Zweigel's water sculptures or the finest in imported top-of-the-line wet equipment, Belvedere Spa 2000 is off to a great start. One of the beauty industry's oldest and most respected names has become the spa industry's hottest. You must think it's a potential bright future, you wouldn't be investing so much in it.
You're right. We wouldn't have invested in our manufacturing time and our design time and our marketing efforts and the costs that those imply if we didn't think it was a potentially big market and a growing market.
Is Belvedere going to be the leader in this in 2, 5, 10 years?
There's going to probably be 2 or 3 people who are major suppliers to this market, and I think the people with the good quality and the good service are going to emerge on top. We plan that Belvedere will be that company that emerges on top.
You know, we've had such a great time here at the Westin Rio Mar for a couple of days, and this gentleman, of course, knows more about having a good time at this hotel than anything. This is Jeff Jones, who is the Vice President, Sales and Marketing. You're the one responsible for bringing all these great companies here. We've seen some terrific companies here having a great time. What do you like best about your job at this hotel?
I'll tell you what, it's hard to beat an idyllic situation like you have here at the Westin Rio Mar Beach Resort. We've got a mile of pristine beach, we've got 2 golf courses, 13 tennis courses, plus actually the largest ballroom in the Caribbean. So we've got a little bit of everything for everyone that comes to our resort.
Let me ask you a question that most companies want to know, and that is, obviously companies come down here for conferences, they come down here for meetings. We have seen a couple of what look like huge conferences coming in here. Everybody's having a great time. What do you think it is that this hotel is doing so well to bring these companies to the Westin Rio Mar Resort?
We offer a one-stop shopping environment. It's a self-contained resort. Once you're here, really everything is right here on property for any group needs that are here. Today we had a group of 3,300 having a large political convention here, plus a number of the group guests here. So essentially what we're doing is a planned opportunity for each one of our guests that does something very special for them in the way that we treat each guest a little individually. We treat our group guests a little bit individually. Our meeting space works extremely well for a variety of different events, and the people are the ones that really make the difference here at the Westin Rio Mar Beach. Our employees, or our associates as we call them, are very key to our success.
If you could stand up in front of all the top 50, top 100 companies, and I'll specifically say the top 50 or 100 companies in the professional beauty industry who travel, who have sales meetings, who have conferences, who have conventions, what do you think is the reason that they should really look at this resort as a place to come?
Essentially, we're a one-stop, complete resort destination that has a little bit of everything. We have 11 restaurants on property. We have a spa. We have a casino here very much, which is very unique as well. I know the people who are going to be seeing this are in the capital of casinos, but I think this is something that if they like this kind of environment, this is a great opportunity too. Our golf courses, talk a little bit more about that. We have one that we just opened up that was designed by Greg Norman, who is a tremendous golfer, and we've gotten tremendous accolades on that.
He's first in the Caribbean.
He's first in the Caribbean, of course. And then we have one that's been a little established, which is really world famous, the Ocean Course, designed by Tom and George Fazio, which is 16 green, actually has an ocean view again, so that's a very special opportunity for someone who's looking for a unique golf experience too.
Hi, I'm Heidi Rauen, and welcome to another Profiles Update. For more than 27 years, Williams Publications has had one goal: to help clients meet their marketing and promotional needs with professional, economically priced printed materials produced on a timely basis. Williams has become the beauty industry's foremost publisher of printed advertising materials. Williams has some of the best designers in the business working with cutting-edge computer equipment. Their customer service representatives are creative consultants who are more than capable of seeing to every detail of every project. Williams Publications is located in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area of Minnesota, one of the largest printing centers in the nation. This gives them the opportunity to be very selective about printer choices, matching your project with the right printer and producing it at the most competitive prices available. Williams creates agency-type work without the agency-type prices. In-house designers and editorial services, in-house film production, in-house photo scans, complete in-house mailing services. It's all available at Williams Publications. Because Williams services now extend to a variety of other industries, they have strengthened and enhanced their approach to the beauty industry. This is where they started, and this is where they plan to continue to be the leader in printed marketing materials. Williams does it all. Newspapers, magazines, catalogs, ads for other publications, sales sheets, show flyers, brochures, posters, logos, Williams can create the concept from a single concept to a year-long program. Williams can oversee the entire process through printing, mailing, shipping. Williams Publications does it all. Visit Williams Publications here at the show or call them at 612-473-2353. Williams Publications, the beauty industry's leader. Now back to more profiles.
Hey, listen, when we come back on Profiles, we'll bring you here to the coastline of Manhattan Island. We are on the aircraft carrier Intrepid. It is a beautiful night, and right over there are 950 people at an unbelievably fun Wella party. Don't go away, there's a lot more to come here on Profiles right after this. It's time for another Spotlight segment here on Profiles, and with me, a woman that we've had on the show many times. She is the National Sales Manager, correct?
Correct.
Of Orly International, Deborah Carnahan. Deborah, lots of exciting things always from Orly. What's the hot news here at the BBSI?
Satin hues. Big, hot, innovative, exciting, and absolutely everybody's taking advantage of it.
Satin hues. This is a non-glossy nail color, is that true?
It's a satin matte polish instead of a shiny, which the ladies are typically used to. And it's been fun. It's been really different. It can be elegant, it can be casual. And then everybody's taking advantage of it. We're all getting in on it.
Deborah, tell me about the distributors in the past 6 months, the past year. You obviously continuously put out terrific colors and color collections. What kind of response do you get from the distributors and the stores that carry the Orly line? What do you hear back from them?
This time, it's really unique, Rick. We've really stepped down and done something that's very innovative. We've come out of our paradigm and we took some chances. And it's been exciting for everybody, and that's what we want. We want it to not only be exciting for Orly, but to be exciting for the distributors and the salons. And everybody's been just backing us 100%. They've been as excited about it as we have, and we've got an innovative, profitable product.
Do you think that there are niches in the nail care, nail color market, and if so, where does Orly fit in the scope of that?
Orly's been very fortunate. We have a wonderful team of people. There's always a way to step out and find something that's new and different. Just when you think that all the products that could possibly be out on the market are, we seem to have a way of rallying and coming up with something that's a little bit out there. And we've once again proven ourselves to do that.
What do you think distributors like best about doing business with this company?
I think we understand their needs. I think that truly the distributors that have worked with us for years know how much we care about them and how valuable they are, and we'll continue to do everything in our power to make sure that we have innovative, fun, and profitable products.
And certainly one of the people most responsible for the continuing success of Orly International is President Miriam Clifford. She stayed focused on creating new and innovative products and helping the distributors with programs for real sell-through. I asked Miriam how she positions Orly in the industry. And Orly seems to have created a number of categories that you kind of lead in. How do you position your company?
I think for Orly, being 23 years old, being kind of an old-timer, we have always pretty much focused in the same direction, natural nail care, color and treatment. We've reinvented ourselves many, many times, but always focusing on what we do best and what we know best, color and treatment. And that's why we've grown and thrived through the years.
Store business is certainly more important now than it's ever been. And you're very big, I know, in the store business. Has that, the way the industry has changed, has that driven a lot of what you do? I mean, you're sitting in front of this beautiful Shameless poster, which is your new color, I guess, your new collection. The way the business has gone with stores, has that driven what you're doing marketing-wise?
Well, I think it's really a variety of people have been exposed to the product, and we really are creating a lot more aggressive point-of-purchase displays for the store operations designed specifically for them, because really they do have a lot of walk-in traffic, whether it be the nail technician or whether it be the ultimate consumer. But we've really focused a lot of attention to marketing for the store operation, which is a very big part of our business.
Here at the BBSI, what is it that's the Orly push? What do you want them to know, see, find out about here? Secrets?
Lots of exciting secret things. We're just excited about satin hues. It's one of the biggest things we've done in as long as I can remember. It's just been phenomenal. We've got some great promotions. We're previewing our fall colors. Lots of interesting things, our new ad campaign. So lots of excitement here.
Satin hues is actually, physically, it's a different kind of technology, true?
No, it actually came out of our marketing department. It's something that we worked on for a little over a year, developing the technology. And it's just been amazingly exciting, just a new look for nail color, and there haven't been that many new looks in a very long time, so we've really gotten phenomenal response from everyone, the end user, the distributor, the sales reps, the technician predominantly.
Something new from Orly. There's
As
always
usual.
something new from Orly.
There has to be.
Especially for 4 years now, since you have been the president.
The president,
of Orly.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Always nice to have you on the show. You can
Always
see Miriam here at the BBSI. She's on the convention floor. Even though she's the president, she is in the booth.
I never leave.
You never
leave.
See her here on the convention floor. We'll be back with more profiles right after this. Very nice to have you with us.
Thank
I
you.
like your hair color. Is that new?
Absolutely
What
new.
brand would that be?
I have no idea.
Hi, it's me again with another reminder that there are 2 profile shows on your hotel TV. This one, the one you're watching now, and the other one, the one you're not watching now but will watch later after you've watched this one. Our other profile show is completely different with all new companies, stories, people. Everything is different. So when you're absolutely convinced that you've seen this whole show, turn to the adjacent channel and watch our other show. Then when you're sure you've watched all of that show, turn back to watch this one and watch it all again. Why not? Thanks for watching. I'll be back later with more exciting information like this, so stay tuned.
We are back with another spotlight here on Profiles, and with me is Barbara Salomon, the president and CEO, founder, I guess, too. Would you not be the founder?
Yes, I am.
Of BioElements, a very exciting company and very special in the beauty industry. You consider yourself special in this part of the business?
Yes, we do, Rick, because as far as this part of the business goes, we're one of the companies that is trailblazing skincare, spa, and makeup, working with distributors.
Let's go back to 85. You started, what were they called, Conservatory of
Aesthetics. Those are our advanced learning centers.
Right.
And we started those. Our first ones began in Chicago because of a need by the estheticians in that part of the country for advanced education.
Basic training, kind of.
Well, advanced training in skincare and in makeup. The type of training you would get postgraduate after you're out of cosmetology school.
Right.
Now, again, at that time, salons were just beginning to go full service. Skincare was starting to show up more and more in salons. Of course, today, salons are all full service and now going day spa, as you know.
So then in 1991,
right,
BioElements came to be.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Yes.
What were you thinking at the time?
Well, we researched and developed BioElements over a 3-year period while we were working with the estheticians in our Conservatory of Aesthetics. We just found a need for a line that gave the estheticians more creative ability. So we developed BioElements, and it's a custom blend line. The estheticians can actually blend their retail as well as their professional products right there on the spot. It gives them some creativity and also allows them to have larger profit margins.
Sure. Barbara, we talked about this earlier, the fact that typically in the beauty industry, we've seen skincare since the beginning of time, since the early 70s. Every hair care company, it seems, in the professional industry tried to put some kind of skincare in the beauty salon, but it wasn't really this kind of skincare, was it? This is a whole different ballgame.
This really is. There's skincare that was developed just for retail, and then there's professional skincare that's developed for the estheticians, for the body therapists, and makeup developed for the makeup artists. That's the type of skincare we're talking about, and quite frankly, that's the type of skincare that the estheticians will work with.
You have chosen to develop this business through beauty supply distributors. Why did you make that choice?
Well, I don't really see how you would operate in this industry without working with the beauty supply distributors. I know many people in the skincare industry are not working with the distributors yet, but we feel that the distributors are the direct way into the salons. They're there, they can service, they can give the type of delivery that the salons need.
It appears that you have overcome what would appear to be a major hump in this whole process, and that would be educating the distributors, sales consultants, the people that have to go in and sell this product. What are you doing with that? How has that worked so well for you?
Well, I think it's worked so well with us because we've been in education for many years, even before we were in product sales. So we've got a network of full-time educators. We have 2 advanced learning centers, and we have dozens of part-time educators to work with the salon consultants, to detail with them, and to teach them, both the outside and the inside people for the distributors, how to work with skin care, how to work with body care and spa.
Since BioElements has been in existence now since 1991, and the education that you have, the support you offer your distributors, what kind of feedback are you getting from the distributors that you have opened up with your line? What are you hearing from them after they've been out there doing it now?
I think the thing we hear the most, Rick, is the fact that the orders are so large. This was something that traditionally the distributors weren't used to seeing.
What's a large order, 200, 300 bucks?
No, a large order to us is $15,000 or $20,000, an opening order.
From a salon?
From a salon. It's not.
Do distributors know this?
They're learning, and they're shocked.
They're shocked.
And they're happy.
Wow. What's your message here at the BBSI? What would you like these distributors, there are 4 million of them watching you right now, what would you like them to know about BioElements and what you'd like to tell them?
What I'd like to tell them about BioElements is that we are there to support them, to educate and take them through this curve into the next millennium. The salon industry is a changing industry, as we all know. Day Spa is here, it's here to stay, and BioElements is here to help them get through that curve and become very profitable with Day Spa going into the next millennium.
Do you have a booth number?
We have a booth number.
I
I don't know what it is.
That's okay, we've put it on the screen now.
Thank you.
It's right there, right
Excellent.
as you're speaking. Thank you for being with us.
And thank you.
Barbara Salamone, she is the founder, CEO, president, BioElements. They're here, of course, at the convention floor. See her, ask her whatever you want. Find out about those $15,000 opening orders. I would if I were you.
Right.
Thanks a lot. We'll be back with profiles right after this. Don't go away. It's a lot of money, $15,000.
I think so.
Yeah, good.
If you'd like information about the upcoming BBSI conference or would like to join the BBSI as a member or associate, you can see any BBSI representative here at the show, at the BBSI booth, or call them at 800-468-BBSI. That's 468-2274. There are a lot of benefits to being a BBSI member. Call and find out what it can mean to your business. Now back to profiles.
Well, we are in New York City. We're actually right on the river at about 45th Street. We're on the aircraft carrier Intrepid. And we are at a Wella party for 950 people. And in a few minutes, we're going to bring you back here and talk to some of the people that are here during a 2-day conference in New York. There's a lot of stuff we're going to show you, including a great dinner with some great celebrities. We're going to have a really, really good time. But before we do that, we're going to take you back a few months because we've been following Wella around for quite a while this year to kind of give you an idea of their tremendous show presence. This company, of course, worldwide is one of the biggest show companies in the world. The Wella performances all over the world are really the best in any venue that they ever play in, and we have been following them around here at the Midwest Show, the Long Beach Show, the New York Beauty Show. We have got some great things to show you about what's happening with Wella, and then we'll bring you back here to New York City for a look at a conference with 950 people. So let's get started with Wella as the momentum continues. Well, this will be an interesting segment for sure, because in the next few minutes we're going to show you why Wella continues to live up to their 1998 slogan, "The Momentum Continues." We'll follow them around the country to the Midwest Beauty Show in Chicago, the IBS here in New York, the Alternative Hair Show, and even Hairdo. And then you'll come back here where 950 DSCs who believe that Wella is the hottest thing going have gathered for a 2-day conference. Let's start in Chicago at the Midwest Beauty Show, where Wella proves that when it comes to shows, nobody does it better. Andy, it's always exciting to come to a Wella exhibit at a trade show. Here at the Midwest Show, this seems to be like the biggest and best ever.
Oh, thanks, Rick. Thanks for saying that. Well, Chicago's a very important market for us. We have an excellent distributor here in this marketplace. And also Chicago, you have to consider one of the main media centers in all the United States. So a lot emanates from Chicago. If something really works here in Chicago, it can work almost anywhere in the United States as a major metro area. So we get a great halo effect from this show. So it's very important to us that we make a big presence, like you said, and that we just do business here with our distributor and the salons here. It's a very important show for us.
One of the real benefits of Wella being such a global giant is that they have access to talent like Patrick Cameron. Patrick travels the world for Wella, promoting Wella's global leadership in education.
One of the big things for Wella for me is that Wella have always had such a strong commitment to education. Now, that's really sort of the pretense that I go out around the world with. I take sort of the absolute sort of pinnacle of what is happening with fashion and take that globally around. So I like Wella's dedication to trends, to education, and to the hairdressing services. I think it's second to none.
No one is more committed to continuing Wella's worldwide leadership position than Karl-Heinz Pitsch. Wella's new CEO and president brings with him 14 years of Wella experience, and he knows what it takes to have success. Karl-Heinz, the line, the momentum continues. We see it all over the place now for Wella. How does that work at the distributor level, the momentum continues?
The momentum continues wants to say the success continues, and that has a lot of different components to it. And it starts off to have a really great group of distributors and to have them really engaged and focused on Wella. And we started, and we want, that's my first goal, to have them feel comfortable to work with Wella, that they are sure that we are a factor in their distributorship for their future success, by reassuring them that we are going to concentrate on that relationship, to give them the comfort level to grow together with Wella. I think that's the most important part I have accomplished the last 10 months.
In just a few minutes, we'll show you the wild time in New York as Wella presented the Hair Color Icon of the Year award for the second time. But first, because of my Wella connections, I had a chance to get backstage at this year's Alternative Hair Show, a show Wella has sponsored since its inception and continues to support with some of the world's best artists. You know, when you're here at the Alternative Hair Show, the name that keeps coming up is Tony Rizzo, because this is the man that started it all. How many years ago now? 82 was it?
No, 83.
83.
So it's 16 years now. I think this has been something very interesting with the collaboration that we have with Wella, mainly because I think they understand that it's the hairdressers that are putting on the show and not quite the manufacturers. So they take a nice seat back and sort of trust that our production and the way we invite teams that participate is quite unique. And so that's the collaboration. And so far they've gone along with it, which I think is phenomenal, apart the fact that they are all over the world.
We are very proud that Wella has been part of this show from the early beginning when it started in London some 12 years or 15 years ago, I don't remember it correctly. And I was also part of the first show in Japan last October. And now that's the first show, alternative show in the United States. Why are we doing that? I think a company has not only the purpose to make turnover and of course profit for the shareholders, but has a social role in the community, and that is a good cause to spend money for good purposes. So we will continue like that.
You know, education is what it's all about, and behind me, of course, the Wella Theater here at the International Beauty Show in New York. Terry Doherty is on stage right now. Of course, Patrick Cameron is here, the Doves, Mike Carg. It's just a terrific show and has gotten more attention than anything here at the International Beauty Show. These are the kinds of shows that we've seen all over the world for Wella. They typically do shows even 2 and 3 times this big for sometimes 50,000 people, if you can imagine that. And they are starting now to bring that kind of showmanship and that kind of educational support to what they do in this country. This has just been a terrific experience for everyone here visiting the Wella Theater at the International Beauty Show. And if you didn't make it, you missed something. This, of course, is the man that we wanted to talk to because he's the man responsible for what you see here at the International Beauty Show. This is the international image of Wella. This is what we have seen all over the world. You're bringing it to the States now. Have you been waiting to do this? I mean, is this part of your excitement?
Yeah, it's. I think for us it's important to raise the image, not only of Wella, but of these kinds of events during the shows. Therefore, we are really investing heavily in our artists to perform, having the best models, and to raise the overall appearance on stage.
Karl-Heinz, we've talked to a number of your distributors here. Your distributors seem to be more thrilled almost than hairdressers when they come in and they look at this exhibit here, they look at the booth, they talk about the education. What does this mean at the distributor level, this kind of investment?
I said in various occasions, for us it's important to get excitement throughout our chain of business, starting from ourselves, and we know who we are as well, being number one internationally, and we have to transport this message into the market. And the most important factor for us are our distributors and their sales force, and they have to feel excited about Wella, and that's one of the events where the momentum continues, and that's why we want them to feel proud about Wella, and we want them to feel confident to invest in our business together.
This is the biggest show that we've ever done with Wella. Wella, we believe right now, is probably the largest exhibitor here at the International Beauty Show. We certainly have the largest educational area.
New York show, biggest show of the year, of course, important for Wella, yes?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We have a very supportive distributor network in the metropolitan New York area, Pennsylvania, up towards the New England area, and they draw from that entire area of the country. And so we like to show our support for our distributors, and many of their salespeople are working behind our booth area here. So we like to show support for them, help them out in their everyday endeavors by presenting this kind of a presentation to their customers.
So there's actually a distributor connection to what is otherwise thought of as a hairdresser show.
No, absolutely, because the distributor people call in the salons every day, and they tell them about all the efficacies of our product. They tell them all about the things that Wella does as far as programs to make the revenues in their salons increase so that they can have a more prosperous business. And by doing that, they promise them at shows that they'll see these kind of things that will take their business up and beyond. And so there is a connection here. Everyone's connected in the whole entire chain.
Wella's presence at shows like the Midwest, the New York IBS, the Alternative Hair Show, and even special programs like Hairdo continue to prove their leadership position in the industry. You know, one sure way to continue the momentum is to do it with 950 people, and that's exactly what Wella did by bringing distributors, sales consultants, and Wella staff from all over the world together for the greatest launch of hair color ever, Colestone Perfect. Well, we are on the aircraft carrier Intrepid here on the edge of Manhattan Island in the middle of New York City with about 800 or so Wella people from all over the country, DSCs, regional people. Karl Heinz is here. This is a terrific meeting that they have this weekend. This aircraft carrier, by the way, was commissioned right after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, was in service for about 31 years. And now is a museum here. When it was in service, only about 80 or 90 prop planes were actually on it. They didn't have jets back then. But this was one of the most important ships of its day. And it is a great place to have a party, and we are looking forward to just a great time. We've talked to you lots of times in front of groups of Wella people. I don't think I've ever talked to you in front of a group of Wella people this big. You got 950 people here. What are you trying to do?
I try to get a sense for everybody what Wella is all about. That's a global player. People know that working with Wella more closely, but to get the feeling, the enthusiasm as a group, I think they will go away from here very motivated about Wella and our new product, Colestone Perfect.
Well, as you know, the market right now is being overrun by many companies that are getting involved in hair color for the first time. And we just want to step forward with our best performer, and that's Colestone Perfect. And we're a company that has long hair color heritage and hairdressing heritage. And we're just leading with our best performer, and it's really unbelievable product.
People who are really most excited about the Wella Colestone Perfect introduction are, of course, the Wella DSCs, many of whom are visiting New York for the first time, thanks to Wella, and all of whom seem to be having the time of their lives. We've decided, most of us here, that most of the attractive women in this country live in Texas. Are you aware of that?
That's good to know.
This is two of them right here. This is Michelle Coronado and Kristen Parker of Parker Beauty Supply in Austin, Texas, and you're both sales reps, yes?
Yes, sir, we sure are.
Having a good time here?
Wonderful time. It's very fun. This is a wonderful event for Wella to be putting on.
Is this your first time to New York?
Sure, my very first time. I'm very much enjoying it.
What's the best part of it for you to come to New York?
Learn about Wella.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it important as a sales rep, as a sales consultant, I should say, to come to an event like this? What do you learn? What do you get? Is it just motivation? Is it just fun?
It makes you realize how big Wella is. It makes you take something home to explain to your clients how exciting the industry is. There's always something new, and Wella is the biggest part of it, so it's so important for them to know that. And when you come to an event like this, it brings it all together, and you get to talk to everybody that does the same exact thing you do for a living and take it home with you just so they're excited.
This is kind of what it's all about here, the DSC conference. We are in New York City. We are at the hotel. The meeting's about to get started. 950 people here, DSCs, principals from distributorships all over the world. People have come for this first annual DSC conference. A lot of people, a lot of information going down today. This, of course, the new Celestone Perfect line. This is the hair color line that the Wella people around the world have been waiting for months and months and months. This is the hottest hair color ever, and everybody's really excited about it, and wait till you see what's going on inside.
Welcome to our first ever Wella International DSC Conference.
Yeah. You're not nervous, are you?
Why?
Well, why would you be nervous? There's 1,000 people out there waiting for you to speak to them.
Yeah, but they are all positive towards Wella, towards myself, so why should I be nervous?
Well, but you've got all this big news.
That's quite exciting. Yeah, we are excited.
You're excited.
Nobody nervous.
No one in this industry has ever brought together 950 DSCs and distributors and all this at one time. You just wanted to do it first, is that it?
I don't know if we are first, but definitely it's the first time for Wella to do that, and I think it's a point. Because last year we said we want to move faster ahead, we want to invest in this market, and our investments goes into our distributors and the DSCs, because that are the people who make it happen out in the field, and that is the most important asset we have. That's why we have them here.
You know, we thought it would be hard to top the Intrepid party, but this black tie event, a sit-down dinner for nearly 1,000 people, was truly extraordinary. I caught up with Wella's Elke Ronke, who came from Germany just for this event. Elke.
Yeah.
You were so good today. Exciting for you to be here?
Yes, it is very. It is a really long-awaited moment to launch Celestone Perfect in the US, and I think it just will be great.
This was truly a night to remember, with terrific music and great shows, and highlighted with Wella's annual Distributor and DSC Awards. But certainly the high point of the evening for everyone was Wella's presentation of the second Hair Color Icon of the Year award to Academy Award-winning actress Marissa Tomei. Marissa had a little help with an unexpected visit from last year's winner, Dennis Rodman. Needless to say, the audience loved it, and it was the perfect ending to an exciting day.
The most important factor for us are our distributors and their sales force, and they have to feel excited about Wella, and that's one of the events where the momentum continues, and that's why we want them to feel proud about Wella, and we want them to feel confident to invest in our business together.